It was a fine sunny morning in the 100-acre wood. Over at Kanga's house, Kanga took her son Roo outside. Tigger was coming over for a playdate with him.
I can't wait for Tigger to come,
cheered Roo. Kanga laughed. I know, dear. Kanga knew how much Roo idolized Tigger, and with how much time these two have spent together, she's grown to love him too. The three of them were practically family. Soon they heard a familiar sound. It was a sound they knew too well. The sound of Tigger bouncing. He arrived right on time. Hoo 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 hoo! Tigger laughed. Here I am, Roo!
All right, Tigger!
Roo cheered. Hello, Mrs. Kanga, ma'am, Tigger said. Kanga smiled and said, Why, hello, Tigger, dear. Tigger blushed. I love it when you call me dear. Then he turned down to Roo and asked him, Well, buddy boy, are you ready for some fun?
Yeah,
answered Roo.
Let's go bouncing.
That's a Tiggerific idea! Hoo 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 hoo! Tigger shouted. Before they could start, they suddenly heard a deep growling noise. They paused in shock. Oh, what was that? Roo asked. Tigger gulped and grabbed Roo. I don't know, he stammered. It sounded like a jaguar. They heard the noise again and got scared. Little did they know, the noise was coming from Kanga's stomach. Kanga laughed. No need to worry, dears. That was just my tummy making the noise. Then her stomach growled once more. My goodness, am I hungry. Now I know how Pooh feels all the time. Well, I'll be making lunch for us soon anyway. At first, Tigger thought it was funny that he was tricked into being scared over the sound of Kanga's stomach. But having her mention Pooh got him puzzled. Say, where is old Buddy Bear anyway? He asked. I haven't seen the chubby little fluffed cub anywhere all day. I'm sure he's fine, said Kanga, probably getting into his old mischief again. Suddenly, they heard somebody screaming and heading this way. It was Piglet. He was in a frantic mode. Help! Help! Pooh's in trouble! Nobody could make out what Piglet was saying due to his constant stammering. Tigger picked him up and tried to get him to talk clear, but not much luck there. He then put him in Kanga's pouch so that Kanga could gently calm him down. It's okay, Piglet, said Kanga. Now can you tell us what's wrong? Now that he was in somewhat of a state of mind, Piglet spoke. It's Pooh! He's in trouble! What's the 312, buddy boy? Asked Tigger. Piglet answered, He's been kidnapped by heffalumps and woozles. Not only that, but they stole his honey, and they're eating it in front of him. Tigger gasped. That is torture! Tiggers may not like honey, but they also don't like seeing their friends get bullied like that. We've got to do something, said Piglet. Pooh needs our help. That's exactly what we're going to do, said Tigger. You just leave it to the three of us. Oh, thank you, Tigger, said Piglet, sighing in relief. This is too dangerous for a very small animal. What are we going to do, Tigger? Asked Roo. It sounds to me like you have a plan, said Kanga. Righty-roo, said Tigger. I've got a Tiggerific idea. You two wait here and I'll be right back. Tigger bounced out to his treehouse as quick as a flash, and he came back with a very large coat. What's that thing? Asked Roo. It's a little disguise for us, explained Tigger. We can scare those heffalumps and woozles away if these three of us wear this together. Kanga thought the idea sounded weird at first and asked, Where did you come up with such an idea, Tigger? I saw it in a picture book once, Tigger explained. It's gotta work.
That idea sounds awesome already, said Roo. I'm in.
That's the spirit, Roo, said Tigger. He propped up Roo onto his shoulders, and then he bounced up onto Kanga's shoulders, and they wrapped the coat around themselves. Well, this is certainly a new experience for me, said Kanga, but I trust you, Tigger. Of course, said Tigger. Tigger's always come up with great ideas.
Let's go save Pooh, cheered Roo.
Kanga figured since she was on the bottom, that was her signal to start walking, so she slowly started walking in the direction Piglet told them Pooh was at. As they got closer, Kanga did her best to not make a sound. Soon they found Pooh. He was hanging from a rope that was tied to a tree. In front of him were Stan and Hef, and they were eating honey in front of him. This was torture to Pooh indeed, as it is the worst feeling he could possibly have. Dear me, said Kanga, peeking out of the coat. This is worse than I thought. Don't worry, Kanga, said Tigger. We'll get him out of there. Okay, Roo, do your stuff.
I'm ready, Tigger, said Roo.
Kanga walked up towards Stan and Hef. Hold it right there, said Roo in a gruff voice. What's the big idea torturing this bear like this? Hef, mistaking Roo for a giant mouse, started to freak out and have a panic attack. Stan, however, interjected and asked the tall being, "Who are you and what business do you have with us?" "I'm here to order you to let this bear go right now," said Roo. "And what if we refuse?" asked Stan. "Then I will send Wooster to come after you." Stan blinked. He remembered Wooster used to be on his side, but he has since switched sides and knew he'd be bad news for him and Hef. "Oh, that's right. Wooster the traitor will beat us up for sure." This got Hef even more scared. Underneath the coat, Kanga heard her stomach growling again, but fortunately nobody heard it but her. "Please, Stan, I don't want Wooster to take us out again," Hef cried. Stan groaned. "All right, you win. Come on, Hef, let's scram." And with that, the duo ran off. Once they were gone, the trio got out of their disguise.
"Yeah, we did it!" cheered Roo.
"Hoo hoo hoo hoo! It worked!" Tigger cheered as he bounced over to Pooh and untied him. "Well, I'll be," said Kanga. "You sure are a clever one, Tigger, and I'm glad to be of help with this." Now that he was down from the tree and reunited with his honey, Pooh said, "Thank you, Tigger. You too, Kanga and Roo. That was quite a daring rescue." "Well, you can thank Piglet, for he came to us to warn us that you were in trouble," she said. "Well, that was a very brave thing of my very dear friend Piglet to do," said Pooh. "What matters is that we're all okay again," said Kanga. Just then, Kanga's stomach let out another long and loud growl. Everyone paused awkwardly as Kanga blushed. "My goodness," gasped Pooh. "You seem to have a rumbly in your tumbly, Kanga. Would you like to join me for a sauce mackerel of honey?" Kanga was flattered at Pooh's offer. That was one thing he loved better than honey, it's sharing with his friends. She replied, "Thank you, Pooh, that's very kind. Of course, I don't want to eat too much of it, since it is your treat after all. Once we get back, I'll have a wonderful lunch ready for us." And Tigger chuckled. Tiggers love the sound of that. "Then let's all have lunch together," Pooh said, happily licking his chops. Pooh then grabbed his pot of honey, and the four of them went back to Kanga's house for lunch. The end.